When unpacking the X904, do not puncture the packing material. First, cut away the outer bands and remove them. Next, at each seam, cut the twine, unravel it, and pull it away. Once the seams in the cover have been opened, the cover can now be pulled off, revealing the inner packing. Remove the outer cardboard packing and cut the bubble protective layer. The bubble packing can now be removed. Before undertaking assembly, it is important at this stage to take note of a few particular items. First, notice the two cylinders wrapped in packing paper. These are the two halves of the center post which will support the unit when assembled. On one of the posts, the lower one, you will find the center coupling device and a plastic bag containing the coupling bolt and a Teflon pad. The top post is threaded on one end. Notice that the top post is labeled, indicating the number of turns required to properly tighten it. This number should be written down and retained for the future. Both posts and the coupling device should be handled carefully and not dropped. On top of the unit there are two plastic-coated wooden boards. These boards are required to properly assemble and disassemble the unit, so they should be stored in a safe place. Constructed of 6063 T6 powdered aluminum, the unit weighs approximately 500 pounds. Following directions, it can be assembled or disassembled in about 30 minutes. 2 wrenches are the only tools required. The X904 may be assembled either on the deck or suspended from a crane. In either case, the assembly steps are the same. In order to raise the unit with the crane, locate the oblong link at the top of the sling and place it over the hook of the crane. As the crane pulls it up, the sling will uncoil into the proper position. Raise the unit until fully suspended, but with the base still resting on the deck. To assemble the X904 on the deck, simply raise the top and turn it on its side. Assembly steps remain the same whether the unit is suspended or on the deck. Locate the threaded pole, which goes on top, and screw it into the fitting located in the center of the underside of the top. Screw the pole in by hand until it is bottomed out. The bottom pole has an open and a closed end. Insert the open end of the pole in the fitting in the center of the floor of the unit. Locate the pole coupling and with the top pole pulled to one side, insert the coupling on the bottom pole. Slide the coupling down to the bottom of the pole, taking care not to drop it. Dropping the coupling may damage the powder coating on the lower coupling. Insert the supplied Teflon disc between the top and bottom poles. Slide the coupling back up the pole and align the holes in the top pole. Then insert the threaded rod. Put washers on either side and double nut to tighten. The two poles are now coupled together, forming a single unit. Turning the pole with the handles will raise the top of the unit and tighten the rigging. As the pole tightens, place the tightening boards through the handles for leverage and tighten more. With only one person tightening, the leverage of the boards ensure against over-tightening the pole. Do not tighten the pole by any other means. When totally erect, the X904 stands about 8 feet tall and provides over 7 feet of headspace for the rider. It occupies a 7-foot diameter circle on the deck. With the pole now tight and in place, wrap the foam head padding around the pole and fasten. After the foam is in place, wrap the orange cover around the foam and secure with the Velcro strips. Raise the unit and attach the tagline as shown. The X904 is now ready to go to work. Disassembly of the unit is a simple matter of reversing the assembly process. Remove the tagline and lower the unit to the deck. Use the tightening boards to loosen the center pole. Unbolt and slide the coupling down. The lower pole can now be removed and the upper pole can be removed after it is unscrewed. Lower the top and detach from the crane and either cover the unit or store in a shaded area. When not in use, the man positioning lanyards can be secured to the handles on the coupling or merely snapped to the overhead. If you have any questions or difficulty, assistance is available. Call 361-884-9351.